Hey everybody, it's Michelle. I am just coming on today to do a quick little tutorial on how to do a burp cloth for babies. I simply downloaded a pattern. There's about a bazillion different patterns online that you can pick and choose from. Some will be curved on both ends like this one. Some will be a rectangle. Some may be curved on one side and squared off on the other. Just pick whichever one you like. Cut it out, cut out some batting. I am personally using flannel today, and I will show you all the ones that I have done at the very end. So let me pause and angle the camera down to the sewing machine and we'll get started. Okay, we are back. Sorry for any weird shadows, but I'm working in my living room and don't have the greatest setup, so I have cut out my 2 pieces of flannel. This is perfect for those remnants, because this is what this was some remnant fabric. And then all those cut off pieces from your quilting with the batting, you can use that, or you can do Franken batting, which I have done on several of them. You just put your pieces right sides together, put your batting on top, and then you're just going to stick it into your machine. And I do have my 1/4 inch foot on here, and you're just going to simply sew around the edges. When you start off, make sure you back stitch, and then just start sewing around the edges. I've turned my machine down because it gets kind of noisy when I have it on turbo speed. But we can probably go just a hair faster. Just make sure you're catching all of your fabric and your batting. And mine's not cut perfect, never is. But you just keep going around. And my bird buddy is in the background talking. I guess he figures maybe Quasar might be on. But it's just me and the bird. And he's got to get his 2 cents in. You might have to readjust a little, because all of this does kind of slip and slide a little bit. But it will be a-okay in the end. Keep going around. Yes, buddy, everybody can hear you. When you get back towards the beginning, you're going to want to leave a space for turning. And there are other ways to do these other than the way that I'm doing. Some people will actually put them right sides out and the batting in between, and then sew around the edge, and then use their pinking shears to cut around the edge and give it a nice jagged edge, or they will sit there and they will trim. I see a spot here where I got a little close to the edge, so we will fix that. We'll just come along and move that seam in just a hair, and then blend it back into the seam. And then we're simply going to turn our fabric right sides out. And this does take a little bit of finagling here at the beginning. But once you get it going, it goes pretty quick. Just keep turning. And then once you've got it all turned right side out, I take my fingers and just run it along the seam, just to push that seam out. which sometimes I have to readjust just a little bit when I'm doing the final top stitching, but that's okay. And then I just make sure it's all nice and flat. And then I take my open end, make sure it's turned in real good. And if I miss a spot, I can go back and I can fix it, or take a little stiletto and tuck what might be sticking out back in. It's not that big of a deal. It's not rocket science. Just take your time. Start off and back stitch again. And I go kind of close to the edge here where it's open. And there I kind of missed a spot, so I'll go back and catch it again. And yes, it gets a little thick in here because you've got all of your fabric and your batting, so my machine gets a little noisy right through there, but that's okay. Just keep on going. These are so quick and easy. I think the longest thing that takes is the cutting of the fabric and the batting. And I have had that pattern for years. And I just keep putting tape on it where all the pinholes are, from where I pin it to the fabric and the batting when I'm cutting. Because I really don't want to have to go and print 3 more pieces of paper just to have another clean pattern at the moment, when I can just put tape on that one and keep on using it. And then just blend that right back into your starting point. And trim off your threads. And there we go. I'm going to pause and put the camera back up on me and show you what we've got. Okay, and we are back. And there is our burp cloth. Perfect for when you've got that baby, and you know how babies like to spit up. Protects your clothes. You got fabric on both sides, so it's nice and soft because it's flannel. And I made like 61 burp claws over the last several days. I have made them with fish, made them with turtles. There is some mottled purple for the shark lover, for the polka dot lover. I have some plaids, another simple plaid, another plaid. I only had enough to make one of the blue with the stars. Got your Halloween. Got one like this in sort of a rust color. We got little baby elephants. Little duckies in multicolors. There's some more Halloween. We got Christmas cookies. We got some red and green plaid. My stack's getting high here. Let me move it over. Lots of gray with white polka dots. Gotta have some dinosaurs. There's another little baby elephant in a different pattern. We got a plain pink, white with multicolored polka dots. We got horses, and with the horses, it doesn't matter if you turn them sideways or not. Just use what you've got. We've got some Christmas geese, or I guess they'd be winter geese. And then some other horses. And with those, I also have some going sideways. They're perfect gifts. I usually give 5 to 6 away to anybody that's having a baby. Or I will sell them for $5 a piece. And they make great gifts. Great for, you know, like I said, anybody having a baby. So that's a quick tutorial and a rundown of what I have done. Like I said, I made about 61 of them, so I've got plenty. Talk to y'all later. Bye.